So Bill Self says it's fun for him to compete against you. What is it like for you to compete against him?
Torture. He is so good at what he does. It's like I'm holding on to this rope. My hands are bleeding. I'm kicking alligators. Here's what I would say about all these games as a coach. If winning becomes a relief, you better get out of this. You got to enjoy these games. So I enjoy playing them. Every game is a challenge. The issue I have early in the season, my team is so young. I think they said we're the 352nd ranked team by age. I'm like, and again, we're expected to win. No one wants to hear that excuse. So it took us some time, but I'm liking this team. They're getting better each week.
Well, to that end, you've won 5 straight, John, and you've beaten some pretty good teams in that stretch. But how has your team changed since that opening loss to Duke, which sort of, scared some people?
Did we lose to Duke?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they beat us by 100. It's been a while since I've taken one of those as a coach or my teams, but they played out of their minds and put us on our heels from the beginning of the game, and we never were able to come up off the mat. But 2 of the games we lost, this is, again, you're trying to get a young team, and how you have to understand it's a process and get them to understand. There's going to be bumps in the road. We play a game against Seton Hall, and they make some unbelievable shots, play out of their mind, and beat us. After the game, I told the team, I didn't say it publicly, but I told the team, I want you to look at that game as though we won. If he didn't make that falling out of bounds into this chair, we win that game. And then one of the players said it publicly, and everybody's mad, Cal. We don't have moral victories. I said, wait a minute. I need them in the right frame of mind. They're getting better. So now we beat Auburn. You know what I said? I want you to think that last layup went in and we lost. Did you change? We got better. As long as we're getting better, we got to deal with results.
So I'm going to take a long time getting to this question, because for a number of years, you had the youngest team, and you may still have the youngest team, but you made a reputation in Kentucky by acquiring tremendous freshmen. And we would live with this till about March or April, and then you'd see if they would come along. The Duke team that beat you has 4 freshmen out there, and they are studly. And so you see the attention that Duke gets and Krzyzewski gets for essentially doing what you've done for a while, and you think what?
That was a long question.
Yeah, I knew it was long.
Michael, I'm waiting for you to jump in.
I went to sleep when he was so long.
I mean,
John.
what are you doing? No, look, here's why I like what's going on. When I initially did it, everybody was mad at me. I was the devil. I was the worst human being. By them doing it, it's made it okay. But it's not okay for the game. It's okay for the kids.
All right, I want to zero in on this team right now with one of the things you're doing. All of basketball, all over the world is obsessed with three-point shooting. The Rockets shoot 50 of them a game. You're averaging only 17 a game right now, John, which I'm sure you know. Have you been tempted to go three-point crazy, or is this a function of the personnel you have right now?
This may be the best three-point shooting team I have, but it's one of the best post-up teams I've had. But it's one of the best driving teams. So there's got to be a balance. I want my teams to shoot between 20 and 23 threes. That's where I want it to be. Right in that range is good. Anytime my teams, because of our style, I guess, or whatever, we shoot 30, we lose. We want to shoot, if we shoot 23, 24, maybe it's because we're making a bunch. The NBA 5 years ago had 47,000 threes. Last year, it was 72,000 threes.
Wow.
This year, they're on pace for more. Is the game going to become everybody shooting 43s? And if that's how you win, I guess that's what you do. I'm looking at this saying, look, could I ever get to that? Yeah, I guess. But I'm not. I want these kids to learn how to play basketball. I want them to learn about spacing. I want them to be the guy that creates the shots for other people. I want the guy that always has the ball in his hand, learn to play without it. You don't know what team you're going to go to. What if you're on Houston? James Harden's going to have the ball, not you.
How does it feel right now to be looking up at Tennessee? That's got to be weird.
Oh, are they good? Let me just say this. First of all, Rick Barnes is an unbelievable coach. Second of all, They don't beat themselves. You got to beat them. They're not beating themselves. Third thing is, they're veterans. They're juniors and seniors. They've been together 3 years. So my hope is we don't play them for a while so that we continue to get better, so that we don't have us walking into them and having another Duke debacle where we get smashed. They are really, really good.